Well, this is a good one. Phil Heath, 2011, versus the 2022 version of Hadi Choopan. Both of these guys, their first time winning the Olympia title. I mean, the rest of Hadi's history as a bodybuilder is not written yet. He could very well match Phil Heath and his record of Olympia titles. But anyway, guys, this is part of your U-Pick Tuesday. Look at this lineup. You guys want to see the rest of these? Obviously, you guys want to see Phil versus Hadi Choopan here. Do you guys want to see the rest? Get this video up to 500 likes. Doable. Very doable. Easy for you guys. A good-looking group like you guys? Come on, come on. But anyway, guys, let's go to the muscularity round. Phil Heath. This is a serious matchup. Who is the better Olympia champion? Obviously, Phil Heath. He probably has more fans. But one thing's for sure. He has more haters, too. Goes along with the territory. These guys are built totally different. Upper body, very wide. Clavicle width for Hadi Choopan. Tiny little wee midsection. Awesome. Look at the size difference of the wheels. Not just the thickness, but the length. The femur bone, the thigh bone itself, twice as long for Phil. These guys are two totally different creatures. Phil just blasting Hadi out of the whatever. As far as the completeness of those arms and the calves, for goodness sakes, both of those aspects, definitely an edge for Phil. Of course, you could argue and say, look at the V-taper, look at the dryness, the dry condition of Hadi Choopan, might get an edge there. Now, as a bonus, because I love you guys, you know that I do, here is a little bonus. We're going to show a few shots of them from 2020, and here's the sizing. I just scooched him over. I didn't resize it. So Phil, yeah, he is a lot longer in the legs, things of that nature. Even here, probably bigger in the forearms. Not the biceps, though. Huge biceps. Phil's midsection way out of proportion here. So, my opinion, I think Hadi was ripped off here. Phil got he got third over Hadi's fourth here. That's unbelievable. That's just one more shot. Bring back the 2011, one more gain, and we'll have a look at that one. Now, yeah, look, guys, the midsection of Phil, the good arms condition, pretty close, but I'd honestly give him an edge. Now go to the front lat spread. Now here is where I would give an edge to Hadi. Phil has the gear here. He has the lats. You can really see that in 2011. Dorian-esque lats, but here's a situation where a smaller guy, and shorter guy, I should say. I don't want to call Hadi small. Probably doesn't like that. He has a wider clavicle. You see that? Wider delts. Just impressive on a smaller guy. Wow. Shorter guy. Here's 2020. You can really gauge also here how wide Hadi Choopan is. Phil had the midsection issue here. Hadi's destroying him, guys. With all due respect to the gift. Phil Heath. Phil, look at the calves here. Unbelievable. But it's not enough. The lats, the V-taper, Hadi Choopan is one big wide dude. Very wide dude. So, it's pretty much a tie game, guys. Turning into the side here. Hadi Choopan has impeccable condition in the lower half here. In this shot. Now, I'm not questioning his upper body condition. It's just that each shot represents a guy's condition better than other shots, I guess you could say, for the lack of a better term. And here, Phil Heath has such an even flow to his condition, his separation, upper body, lower body, midsection, popping in some obliques there, arms, delts. It's a no-brainer. And here's the Whoo Haaa. With the lack of a tricep, we don't have a side tricep for Hadi. Unfortunately, he wasn't hitting it. He was hitting it in the lineups, but there was no good, clear shot. And legs, I don't know how you guys want me to say it, but Hadi, again, a very short femur, thigh bone, but just as ripped as the day is long. Ripped to shreds, man, soon, is Hadi Choopan. Again, you got that evenness, maybe a little distension in the midsection for Phil. Go to the back. They often say Olympia titles are won from behind. Phil is in better condition, in my estimation, when you look at the glutes, hamstrings, lower back itself, much more even in the condition. Hadi's lats are huge. He has a huge back. You could see that from the front lat spread. This guy is as wide as a barn door. Hadi is awesome. But he's not in the condition of Phil Heath, so ultimately, Phil's going to get an edge. In 2020, Hadi was even bigger in the comparison. Might have been stepping back a little bit, but either which way, guys, Hadi Choopan should have got the edge here. Phil's back was not only smaller than it was in 2011, but his condition was much softer as well. And again, guys, I'm not pooping on the gift. Here's the rear double. You got to call it like it is. Now, here's a situation where, Phil actually does have an edge in the lat insertions themselves. I like Hadi's rear lat spread better than the rear double, whereas Phil's probably even, probably both equally as good. Phil just has that edge, the upper body, that is, and the muscle separation. Hadi's pretty peeled, ripped to shreds in the lower half. So is Phil. And look at those glutes. He made the striations in the glutes fashionable once again. After Jay Cutler's reign, he wasn't really known for that area. Here is the 2020. And again, Phil kind of comes out almost stronger in this shot when these two duel it out, even in 2020. But I already have a little quotation marks in the front lat, the front double. That Phil's midsection was just too much in 2020, so you don't even need to look at the rest of the shots. I'm going to tell you that Hadi Choopan, here's the abs and thigh. Hadi deserved to defeat Phil, I'm sure, in 2020. I wasn't there, but pictures don't lie. Sometimes. The clear ones, anyway. Abs themselves, nobody is as good as Hadi Choopan. Quads, is he losing? He sure is dry. Feathery, peeled. But Phil, again, he has that nice even flow of condition. Upper body, lower body, and the midsection, not that bad. I'm not saying he's winning, but he's not getting bullied around like here. Wow. The foghorn, get the hook. Phil Heath, he should have lost to Hadi. Hadi for sure. Look at the differential in the abs. Hadi's midsection may be the best. Definitely the best in modern era, but maybe the best in the history of bodybuilding. This was a good matchup. This was a good idea for you guys, from you guys, and you voted for it. What a most muscular shot for both guys. Hadi's more shredded, more ripped than Phil Heath. I'm going to tell you that right now. But Phil has what not a lot of bodybuilders have. A three-dimensional look to those round, huge muscles. His muscles are so muscly. Yeah, Phil is very impressive, guys. And Hadi's condition is too. And look at this jumbled up one from 2020 for Phil Heath. And Hadi, he looks very impressive. His condition here, not as good. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And might do a comparison. But I don't think his condition was as good here. But he was massive in 2020. Hadi Choopan. And this is your winner, Hadi Choopan. Hold on a second now. If you do the 2020 comparison, I know I showed the 2022, Hadi. I'm so bad. Here is the winner of the matchup, guys. Phil Heath, he was just a little too complete, little too big. What do I mean by complete? His midsection wasn't bad then. wasn't his strongest point, but I mean, the guy had obliques up the yin-yang. He had the better forearms. He had the better calves. And the better back, in my opinion. And I guess that was probably the clincher. Built totally different, those guys. So yeah, Hadi's wheels might have looked smaller in certain shots, but proportionately for the length of the femur, thigh, I want to call it femur. It's femur, the thigh bone, the human thigh bone. Anyway, I'm gonna give up on that. I'm gonna give them Biology 101. Study it, then you guys will probably know it better than me. Tominator knows all the names of all the bones, muscles, things of that nature. Phil Heath, he's awesome. He is awesome. He was around so long, I guess we didn't realize how great he really was. A master, Phil Heath. Hit thumbs up, guys. 500 likes. Remember, I'll do all the other ones. Hadi Choopan's great too, guys. So I bow down to him as well.